I think every girl dreams and envisions, what it's going to be like when their guy asks to marry them. And as a girl, that was always a big childhood dream. You have all these, different imaginations. What it's going to be like? What am I going to feel like? And then when I got older, I started seeing more guys and thinking, guys nowadays, it seems like aren't as thoughtful as, guys you might read about in books or different things like that. And I was almost scared, like, what if he doesn't make it special, or what if it's not a big deal to him, or what if he just, one day pops the questions, and it's just not put a lot of thought into it. And I remember praying that God would give me a romantic husband. I remember the day we got engaged, he had definitely planned this out far, far more than I could ever dream of.
I knew what she kind of wanted. I knew what her kind of picture perfect
dreams
engagement would be like, and I was like, I want to make that, as close, as best as I know how.
It started out, we were gonna go on a date to Calhoun's on the River, so we went there and had a special little lunch, and I wanted it to be where my parents could be there too, just because I thought, they have invested all this time, and they have really poured their lives into me. And when I think about it, I thought, if I was a parent and this was my daughter's special day, I would want to be a part of it. And so I thought it'd be really special if my parents came along. Not that they had to or anything like that, but I just wanted them to be there to, share in the joy. So they were there, and I knew he was going to propose sometime during the day, but I didn't know how or when or what time. So we went to the restaurant and had lunch, and then we went to this really special place. It was called Whitestone Lodge. And it is, oh my goodness, it is absolutely gorgeous. The flowers were all in bloom. It was on the lake. There was little, like, beautiful little, almost cottages, would you say?
Yeah, like little cottages, the houses.
Very quaint and just a perfect setting. So we drove there and walked around and talked and kind of shared some different things. And we went on a little canoe ride, which I always thought boat rides were romantic. So
that was exciting.
He scored a point when he did that. I think the most special part was he had a carriage, a horse and carriage, and we got in the carriage, and he took my hand, and it was like the first time we'd ever held hands, and I was just like about to cry. I was just so happy. I thought, this is the most exciting time of my life, and it was the most special person to share it with. But anyways, we went to this little gazebo, and he had couple dozen roses probably, and he had the ring there, and he walked me up there, and I was so scared and excited at the same time. But then he asked if I would marry him.
Erin, Elise, will you marry me?
And of course I said yes.
Oh, I was so nervous. I was so worried that something was going to go wrong. And my brother came along that day. He took pictures for us, and her parents got to come. And I was very, very nervous, but looking back, I was just like, yes.
It's almost something
Praise
like
Lord.
you would
It
pick
came
up in
together.
a storybook and just read it. That's when I look back and think about it. It seems almost unreal because it was so perfect.
And of course, Erin, definitely, she was the highlight of it all. And that she would say yes was just
Sweet.
blows me away still.